Everybody with the Wrestle Tracks, Lee Houston, Brandon Wright, David Burton, happy Hanukkah to you. What's left of it. Let's get to celebrate happy Hanukkah to you. Let's get into it. David Burton, how you doing?
I'm doing alright.
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing alright.
Let's get into it. David, Brandon, we're gonna I should say David first. Brandon, we're gonna get you in toward in the second half here. First of all, the Royal Rumble is we're getting there, but we got to build up to it first of all before we get to go any further. CM Punk has signed with Monday Night Raw.
That's good. Since they didn't get Randy Orton.
Yes, Randy Orton signed with SmackDown after giving Nick Aldis, the general manager in RKO. Nick Aldis said, bro, you're going to have to pay for that. Literally. So not only did he pay $50,000, another $50,000 to cover the next RKO, which is kind of smart.
Yeah, that's brilliant on his part.
But I do agree with Nick Aldis. You'll put your hands on the general manager, therefore you got to pay.
True. You know Randy couldn't contain himself. But at the same time, you know Randy's going to do whatever Randy wants to do.
Yeah. The Royal Rumble is coming up, and David, it's no longer a matter of if, it's now a matter of when. CM Punk is entering the Royal Rumble match.
And Cody Rhodes is into it as well.
Yeah. So I live.
Notice that tech injury?
I say again?
Notice I said, did he ever heal from that tech injury?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody, I remember it was like he had all day to reconsider, man. You could go in there with a torn pec. Hey, man, Valor is brilliant. Valor is great to have, but every now and then you think it over. And everybody told him, man, look, you call this off. It's time to call this off. Leading up till coming out to the ring. Plenty of time to call this off. We do this another time. So Cody Rhodes said, man, screw it. Let's get it done. And Seth Rollins, to his credit, took every advantage of that torn pec.
He could have.
Say again?
I said he could have seriously been hurt doing that.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Personally, I think he shouldn't have done that, but he went out and did it anyway.
That peg was torn, man. We took his ring jacket off. Everybody saw that. A collective, oh my damn.
That match was hard to watch.
Oh, yeah. And you're locked inside the cell with your opponent, who, if your opponent is smart about it, he'll take advantage of that, what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to take advantage of an injury from your opponent. And then when you're locked inside of the cell, mercy goes out the window, you know.
Yeah. I'm shocked he lost. I thought he was going to win that match.
Yeah, Seth Rollins is now currently your world heavyweight champion. Of course, your tribal chief is still your undisputed champion, Roman Reigns. And I want to say something to Mr. CM Punk, sir. Don't come for the tribal chief, Roman Reigns, unless we send for you. Talking about, he tried to call out Roman Reigns. I'm like, no, hell no. You don't get to be gone for a long time, come back and just call out the tribal chief like that. I don't think so. Nah.
That's a fact. But if he was to win the Royal Rumble and Roman Reigns manages to stay champion, yeah, he has that option to face Roman.
What you mean manage?
You know what I mean.
What you talk about, man? No, correction. Roman Reigns will be champion by the Royal Rumble match, then by WrestleMania, good God, by SummerSlam. Hell, Survivor Series. All the way to 2025. I'm just saying.
I don't think he'll make it that long, but okay.
I think you're just optimistic.
In fact, I'll tell you this. In fact, when Roman Reigns gets tired of being the champion, he'll let you know. When he gets tired of it, we ain't giving up the championship for nobody. Jey Uso failed. Cody Rhodes failed. Kevin Owens failed. Sami Zayn failed. Brock Lesnar failed. The list goes on and on and on and on and on.
Yeah, and every one of those guys Roman didn't beat on his own. So what does that tell you about Roman Reigns? Like, honestly, when was the last time Roman Reigns defended that title and won a match on his own without somebody interfering to help him keep the title? He couldn't even beat Logan Paul by himself.
I'll give you that.
I'm not impressed.
Seems like valid points were made right there, brother.
I'll give you
They're valid points. They're facts. I'm not impressed with Roman Reigns' title reign.
Alright.
Now, if you manage to stay champion over a year without people consistently interfering in your matches, then you have my respect. You didn't see that with Hogan. You didn't see that with Randy Savage or Bruno Sammartino or not even AJ Styles, whose second WWE title reign lasted over a year.
So, brother, you still gonna keep that?
You damn skippy I am. Speaking of, shout out to the Lesners. I got to shout out the Lesners right quick. Maya Lesnar is Brock Lesnar with titties. Okay, look just like her daddy. Don't need no DNA test. That's your baby. And if God help everybody, she ever gets into professional wrestling, you might as well go ahead and hand her the championship.
Man, all his kids look like him to the point it's scary. Like they're identical twins. Even his oldest son looks insane.
And then on top of that, if Maya Lesnar is athletically dominant like her father, oh, it's over. It's over.
Yes, she's just not wrestling.
Yeah. And if she ever gets into wrestling, oh my God, she gonna shut it down. And I'm salivating at the possibility, if it ever happens, probably won't on 2K. Maya Lesnar, Ronda Rousey in the future. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Oh man. That's one of those matches that probably never happened, but
wishful thinking, yeah. That's just wishful thinking.
that right there was still that right there would be a boatload of money right there. Maya Lesnar, Ronda Rousey in a wrestling competition. Oh snap!
We'll have a better chance seeing Ronda Rousey and Amanda Nunes in the WWE ring than seeing that.
Yeah. Last time we saw Ronda Rousey was at SummerSlam against her good friend, her best good friend, Shayna Baszler.
Of course, Ronda had her last match at a Ring of Honor show, teaming with another one of her besties in Arena Shafir.
That's the girl with the tattoos, right?
No, she doesn't have any tattoos.
Oh.
That's Jasmine Durkee.
Oh yeah, okay, that's it. Oh, Marina Shafir, the problem.
Yeah, Roderick Strong's wife.
Oh God, she's talented, but please don't ever give her a microphone. Her promo skills, no.
No, promos isn't her best work, so.
Don't ever give her a microphone.
And touching back on what y'all was saying about Hulk Hogan kids looking like him, it's wild, but I was just doing some research. Yeah, Nick does look like his dad, and Brooke does look like his mother. I didn't know he just got arrested in Clearwater for a DWI 2 weeks ago.
Oh, Hogan and Nick.
Yeah, that's the second time in, I think 15 years he got arrested for a DUI.
I'm put the bottle down.
We were saying Brock's kids look like him, but yeah, that's messed up.
Yeah.
What about Sonny in that 17-year prison sentence? Some people feel it should be longer than that.
What happened to Sonny? She used to be fine in the 90s. Sonny used to be, gosh.
She's just reckless and doesn't care, so that's the best thing I can say.
Back in the day, I saw a picture of Sonny, a poster, Sonny in the bathtub, and she was looking mighty delicious. Nowadays, she's like, she let her go a long time ago.
I never really cared much for Sonny, so I mean, in terms of her work and I didn't care. But
Nobody cared about her work. She was fine as hell.
she was, but I wasn't some fan.
And she was fine as hell. Her work didn't matter at the time. Back in the day, this is like pre-attitude era. Nobody give a damn about the women. As long as they look good, hey, But nowadays, that ain't you can look fine as hell, but can you wrestle?
Well, that's how it is now. It's more about the wrestling. That's the way it should go.
Yeah.
Years ago, it was all about tits and ass and less about the in-ring work.
Mm-hmm.
That just goes to show how much has changed.
Yeah.
And the landscape of pro wrestling.
Women's wrestling altogether, Brandon and David, altogether has changed dramatically. I remember years ago, a women's wrestling match about 5 to 10 minutes. Now they main eventing, they go on an hour.
5-10 minutes? They never went 10 minutes.
Or at least 5. Yeah.
More like 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, 3 to 5. Now they're main eventing. Now they're having matches equal to the men.
Yeah, I do disagree with that. I don't think there's certain matches women have no business competing, like Hell in a Cell and War Games. Nah.
Brandon, what's your opinion on that?
I think women's matches and that is terrible. That's my opinion.
Brandon, what's your opinion on that?
What women competing into main events?
Like certain women's matches, like for example, like Hell in a Cell, the war games, women's war games, like cage matches, stuff like that for women.
I was saying there's some matches that women have no business being in because they're terrible. like a War Games or Hell in a Cell. And I know there's a lot of people that feel the same way that I do.
I say equal rights, equal fights. So if you got these women that's willing to compete in these things, hurt their body and stuff like that, for the entertainment of us, hey, have at it.
I don't know, Royal Rumble or Battle Royal, all that extra stuff.
Hell in a Cell, I think it's kind of extreme because I'm going off of 2000s wrestling, how brutal Hell in a Cell and cage matches used to be.
Mm-hmm.
And that's automatically blood. That's automatically, I remember listening to The Undertaker said how he was going to get Randy Orton back for accidentally hitting him with the lift of the chair.
Oh, yeah.
All that. I'm like, so a female doing that? Nah, I do think they can be in main events, but the hardcore events that the males do, nah. Like I said, equal rights, equal fights though, but
yeah, Undertaker said the same thing about Shane in his Hell in a Cell match against Shane, and there was no blood in that match. He was like, all right, I'm going to get you. You hit me for real with that TV monitor. I'm going to get you inside that cell.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you broke my nose, and then to make matters worse, my mother was at the show. And she was pissed. Yeah, I got to get you.
Oh, Shane's mom? Linda?
No, Undertaker's mom. Undertaker and Shane McMahon had a brawl on the last WrestleMania the last Raw before the WrestleMania Hell in a Cell match, and Shane hit Undertaker in the face with a television monitor and broke his nose, and his mother was not happy about it.
Oh, yeah.
So Undertaker was like, all right, I gotta get you back. You made my mom upset.
Did he get him back?
Yeah, he got him back. I don't know what he did, but he got him back.
Oh yeah, in the wrestling world, Brand, we call that receipts.
Oh yeah.
I remember the night. I remember I want to say Royal Rumble 2000. Triple H, Mick Foley, Mankind. As Mankind. Triple H's parents was ringside, and they had some front row area, and something happened, and he was gushing out blood somewhere, and his parents saw that, and it was like they was just mortified.
Yeah, some matches some people just shouldn't watch.
Mm-hmm.
That involves their relatives. It's like, I don't think you should watch this match because it's not going to be pretty.
Mm-hmm.
AEW damn near killed Matt Hardy by letting him continue to wrestle after falling off a forklift and landing head first on the concrete floor, damn near giving him brain damage.
Damn, I didn't hear about that one.
You didn't see that pay-per-view?
Nah.
No, sir.
Oh, yeah. AEW got a lot. They still get a lot of flack for the bad stuff they do. I don't blame the Hardy Boys for wanting to leave. I knew they was going to leave anyway, so... They want to end their careers in WWE, so that doesn't surprise me. I knew Punk was always going to come back, so...
As far as wrestling concerned, in the WWE,
like Jesse Ventura once said, no one ever retires. They all, in some way, shape, or form, they always find their way back to WWE.
Oh yeah, in some way, shape, or form, like I said, they always come back to pasture, if you will.
Yeah, there's no such thing as leaving WWE. I mean, can you think of anybody that left and hasn't returned unless Vince allowed it? But, you know, my point is, unless Vince allows it, so.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody comes back. And I knew something was wrong with AEW when Cody left.
Yeah.
I'm not hating on the company, but, I think it was, too much, what's the word I'm looking for? Too much overexposed type and ended up not being that good. Sort of like with the video game.
Fight Forever.
Yeah, that's how I describe the company. And then again, you got the boss who's an inexperienced booker who doesn't know what he's doing. And then to make matters worse, he'd rather be your best friend than to fire you. So he's that type of boss. So wrestlers see that and take advantage of him.
Tony Khan is like...
And all that does is hurt your company in the long run.
Tony Khan is like a mark somebody that think they know. I think they know everything to do in this business and they don't know squat. He's a wrestling fan with money.
Jim Cornette said it best. He runs his company like he's playing with action figures.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Of course, Triple H learned from the best, so I'm not concerned about WWE. Triple H is different from Vince, so you know things are going to change.
Mm-hmm. I looked at their schedule for next year. Is that we're truly World Wrestling Entertainment. We're going to be in France, in Germany, Australia. We're going to be all over the world.
Well, they're all over the world everywhere, but...
Oh, yeah.
But you're right about these pay-per-views. You got Bash in Berlin in August, Berlin, Germany. Of course, the Elimination Chamber in Australia in February. And, of course, Crown Jewel at the end of the year next year.
They're going to France. Oh, that's word on the street, but still, it's on the schedule somewhere. In Paris, France, a Backlash.
And of course, there's Saudi shows every year. Oh,
yeah.
And now the UFC announced that they're going to be doing Saudi shows soon. Well, actually, Vince McMahon said that, but... Of course, let's not forget the two companies merged to become TKO, so... WWE's doing Saudi shows, and now the UFC is next. The UFC is going to be doing Saudi shows.
And then what's going on in the world of Japanese wrestling?
Well, everything is building towards Wrestle Kingdom next month, which, of course, takes place every year on January the 4th. As I mentioned before, AEW does have a working relationship with New Japan Pro Wrestling, so some of the talent will be participating on the show. Of course, John Moxley, he's going to challenge for the IWGP United States Championship match. It'll be a triple threat. It'll be Will Ospreay. It'll be Will Ospreay defending the United States title against John Moxley and David Finlay Jr., who's the current leader of Bullet Club and the son of Fit Finlay.
I don't think.
And of course the world title, Sonata, defending the IWGP World title against Tatsuya Naito. And Bryan Danielson, he's going to face Kazuchika Okada. That's the guy who broke Bryan Danielson's orbital bone. So Danielson's looking for revenge, and he wants that payback.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Zack Sabre Jr. is going to defend the television title against Hiroshi Tanahashi. Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi will battle the Gorillas of Destiny for the tag team titles. Bullet Club will face Catch-22 for the junior tag team titles. And another openweight title, Shingo Takahashi will face Tama Tonga. Of course, for those who don't know, Tama Tonga is the son of Haku. And Haku is a member of that famous Anawadi family. Of course, he married into the family. He married one of the Walt Samoa's sisters. And there's always going to be no shortage of members of that family in wrestling.
Oh, yeah. I want to touch on the Japanese world for 1 second. Remember back in the 90s, I want to say 98, 99. No, 98. I think back, Val Venus and the help me, Dave. You
Wait, who you talking about?
Can't pronounce the guy's name. Val Venus and Tommy.
Talking.
Yeah, there you go.
Talking about that thing. Oh man.
His sister got involved with Val Venus and Yamaguchi's son. There you go. Yamaguchi's son saw a video. He's like, Val Venus had these little clips, Brandon, of these little adult video intros. It's like, honey, did you find the remote? And his wife and Yamaguchi's son's wife came underneath the sheets. So now Vince wrestled out. Yamaguchi's son came out. I said, I choppy your pee.
I still remember that. That was pretty tasteless and silly, but yeah, I remember that.
And like, I remember watching that, man. They drug him out to the ring, to the locker room. They gonna do this shit. Oh snap. They getting ready. Yamaguchi's son had a sword ready to go. Took that sword out, about to chop it off, and all of a sudden lights went out. Of all people to save the day, John Wayne Bobbitt.
That was just stupid.
A shout out to Yamaguchi's son, Tasha Mikinoku, whatever his name is, and all the other folks over there.
Japan.
That young lady was a model, actually. They brought in.
It's nice to see. He's still active, so good for him.
Yeah. And his driver is still being used today.
Hold on, Dallas Page. Diamond Dallas Page is still active.
Oh no, he retired.
Taka Michinoku.
Yeah, Taka. That's his name.
I say, I thought they were on his page retired.
No, he been retired. He's been retired since 2005.
Yeah. I say me and my brother was feeling it.
It's like Diamond Dallas Page. Feels like a long time ago. But then again, a lot of guys who retired, it sort of feels like a long time ago.
And he started wrestling at 35, 45.
Yeah, he started late. He's what he call a late bloomer.
Yeah. No, normally when you hit 40 in the wrestling business, you start thinking about retirement. This dude just getting started.
Yeah. Well, shit. Goldust was in the fucking ring for a minute, a hot ass minute.
Mm-hmm.
Still in the ring?
Oh yeah. Yeah, the school and everything.
Of course, Sting was gonna retire for good. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Next year.
He's gonna retire Revolution pay-per-view. Ric Flair Flair is gonna be in his corner against, I don't know who his opponent's gonna be, but it should be good. And I hopefully.
I'll laugh my ass off if it's actually Flair himself. That's
a possibility. That's a possibility. Because
definitely.
Ric Flair, everybody know you're Ric Flair, you got to have the spotlight. You got to have the spotlight. So either Ric Flair's going to stab in the back, and now it's, hey, I'm your partner. I'm your opponent for your last match. Or it's going to be a tag match. It's either a tag match or Ric Flair's going to turn on Sting, and it's going to be Sting versus Ric Flair for the umpteenth time.
That's very possible. All that stuff is very possible.
And God knows Ric Flair has no business in that ring.
Oh, yeah.
This dude is determined to die in the ring. I'll tell you right now, God forbid, of course, it's going to happen anyway. Either alcohol or the ring is going to kill this man. His next drink or his next match.
He's still drinking and he's not supposed to be. But I don't think he cares, but anyway. Yeah. And of course, AEW, the next pay-per-view is at World's End. And of course, the finals of that silly Continental Classic will take place. Then Ricky Starks and Big Bill will face Jericho and Omega for the AEW Tag Team titles, and MJF will battle Samoa Joe for the AEW World Title. So as of now, there's only 3 matches.
Mm-hmm. We gotta take
the winner of this World's End tournament will have 3 titles.
Yes, sir. Getting all the gold. So it's not so ridiculous as it seems, David.
Yeah, AEW has way too many titles.
But anyway, we gotta take care of. Pay a few bills. Take care of a few bills. Wrestle Tracks brought to you by Back Delivery some more LLC. They put the D in delivery. You have a city license. You can drive trucks. You want more information? Call 782. Sorry, 888-71 backup. 888-712-2587 or 817-204-7259. We got backup.com. And guys, I'm feeling quite generous. So until January, yes, even in January, the code's still going to work in January. Christmas is over, but still going to work. Use the code Christmas2 and get $10 off your order on orders $20 some more at WrestleTracks.net.
Yes, sir. Cool. King of plugs right there. The king of plugs.
Even in January, it's still going to work. I know Christmas is over. I'm not changing a thing till February. So January, use the code Christmas2. I know it's early, but I'm going to pull this plug anyway. Broken heart. A broken heart can't be fixed much. I'm trying to say wings.
It can't be fixed.
But I'm trying to say, the company I'm trying to, I do this all the time every year. I forgot their name. They're offering free wings on Valentine's Day.
Are you talking about Wingstop?
No, not Wingstop, but help me, David. You know what I'm talking about.
Is it Hooters?
Hooters, yes. Hooters, yes. Hooters is offering free wings on Valentine's Day. Bring a picture of your ex and get free wings with your order. That you ain't gonna give you free wings. You got to order your wings. You want extra free wings? Bring a picture of your ex, shred it, and you get free wings along with your order. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm surprised they're still doing that. They've been doing that for like the last 6 years. And they're still doing it. I'm shocked.
Bring a picture of your ex, shred it, you get free wings with your order.
And trust me, those wings from Hooters are very, very good.
So, broken heart can't fix free wings. Free wings can't fix broken heart. That's what I'm trying to say.
Free wings can get your broken heart.
Exactly.
Something like that.
I'm trying to say, gentlemen.
The wings might help.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm trying to say. I had this written down. I forgot where it was. But yeah.
Turn down free wings.
That's later on in February. But
free wings, free wings, free wings.
Indeed, them. I'm in El Paso, Texas right now. I might think of going stopping at Hooters. I need to keep waiting. But you said it into February, so it's dead.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of Valentine's Day Massacre, back in 1999, one of my favorite matches on the card, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Vince McMahon, winner goes to WrestleMania. That's the night the Paul White, the Big Show, debuted from WCW's jump ship to WWF at the time.
Yeah, I remember that whole show.
And
I remember the silly Goldust versus Blue Dust match.
Gold Dust versus Blue Dust.
Blue Dust is what you call it? The Blue Meanie.
Yeah, believe it or not, that was a thing. It didn't last long, but the whole thing was silly.
And the night one, your first night in a major company, you fuck up. Big Show did an Irish whip. Austin did the Irish whip. The cage door opened. Austin dropped to the floor. He wins the match. He's going to WrestleMania to face The Rock. WrestleMania 15. Your first night and you fuck up.
Look on Vince's face. Are you serious? You had one job and you messed up. The look on Vince's face was priceless. How the look on Austin's face was priceless because he didn't realize he won the match at first until he got up. Because he was on the floor rolling around hurt, and then when he realized he was on the floor and got up, the referee was like, "You won the match." Austin was like, "Oh, what? Like you won the match?" I'm like, oh.
Yes, I told Brandon this, one of my favorite moments, Royal Rumble 1999. Not only do you get a chance to go to WrestleMania, you have an opportunity to be $100,000 richer. All you gotta do, eliminate Stone Cold.
I was not a fan of that whole show. That whole show sucked. Of course, the only good thing that came out of it was that brutal I Quit match.
Oh, yeah. I believe it was, 10 something? No, not 10, but I count
11.
Yeah.
11 unprotected chair shots.
Mick Foley's hands was handcuffed, and 11 chair shots to his head. He got uncomfortable around chair shot number 5. That's when he got uncomfortable.
No, The Rock wasn't even supposed to hit him that many times, which pissed off Foley.
Mick Foley's wife and kids was at the ringside, and they had to leave. When they saw that,
Mick Foley has told that story several times. Bruce Pritchard's told the story once. Like, he was only supposed to hit me 5 times, not another 6 times. I guess adrenaline kicked in and The Rock kept going. But, that's dangerous, so The Rock was wrong there.
Oh, yeah.
That's something I don't hear often, that The Rock was ever wrong.
Yeah, it took a while for Mick Foley to forgive The Rock, but the two are friends now. Yeah, Mick was not happy about that.
But the beautiful spot by the Royal Rumble match.
I gotta give Mick Foley credit because Mick Foley could have been an asshole, and he could have, what's the word that you said earlier? Receipts, basically.
Oh yeah.
And he didn't do that. Remember, the two of them continued to work together. They had 2 more matches after that I Quit match. They had a last man standing match.
Halftime heat.
And then they had a ladder match. Now, Foley had an opportunity in those 2 matches to give receipts, but to his credit, he didn't do it. He stayed professional.
Yes, sir. Well, speaking of the Royal...
No, really, cool.
Speaking of the Royal Rumble, like we all know, the winner has a golden ticket to go to WrestleMania, and if I'm one of those men in the match, I say this every year, friendships be damned. Okay, championship waits at WrestleMania. If you got to be friends with somebody, damn that. Throw them over the top rope, both feet to the floor. Y'all make up over a cold beer later. Friendships be damned.
Seamus likes to say.
It was like, for example, if me and David Burr was in the Royal Rumble match, I would take no second thought of dumping him over the top rope. Touch the floor, that person standing, I'm going to WrestleMania.
And I would do the same.
Yeah, I wouldn't think twice about it. It's like, y'all can make up later. Championship destiny awaits at WrestleMania. But let's not forget about Mr. Money in the Bank, Senor Money in the Bank, Damian Priest, who can change everybody's plans.
And what about I saw photos from, of course, the Von Erich premiere of the Iron Claw movie. Several WWE talents were there. MJF got to meet and rub shoulders with WWE talent.
That would be great to have MJF, who's your current AEW World Champion, by the way. It would be nice to have him in WWE 2024 when his contract expires. I'm just saying that's a possibility. But Iron Claw, the story about the Von Erich family, is in theaters December 22nd. I'm looking forward to it. I gotta give a shout out to Chava Guerrero over there in El Paso. He's in the movie as Lance Von Erich.
No, that's MJF.
My bad. He's in the movie somewhere.
Well, Chava Guerrero was heavily involved in the movie, training the actors to wrestle. But of course, John Cena has 2 movies.
What you say, Brandon?
Oh, nothing. I was about to say, since you're giving out a shout to El Paso, I'm here in El Paso. No.
That's cool.
I was going to ask you, because I think I asked David this last time. It was on the last show. He was explaining to me about how the contracts work for WWE. And David, I don't know if you remember that. Yeah, because I'm trying to remember the question that I had for you. I think it was about their retirement contracts because I didn't know they still got paid after they retired.
Oh, you mean royalties?
There we go. That what it was right there. How did the royalties work with WWE?
Oh, that's easy. Merchandise, video games. Home video DVD releases. Well, that doesn't exist anymore, but right now they only get royalties off video games and merch. And action figures. I just forgot about that.
Stone off.
Yeah.
Mr. 316, boy.
And it's interesting because not everybody makes it. You know, I watch these interviews and I watch talk about how much they get in royalties. You know, you got guys making millions to guys making 75 to 80 bucks.
Dang.
Yeah, I remember superstar Billy Graham in one of the last interviews he did before he passed. He said he got $80. An $80 check in royalties once a month. And then Ryback. I think 3 months ago, he went on his Instagram and showed his royalty check for the world to see, and he gets an $800 check once a month. Meanwhile, you got guys like The Rock and Steve Austin who's getting millions. And I'm only getting $800. And then he was like, and Cena's getting millions. And he was like, and I outsold John Cena merch, which is technically true.
Yeah. So John Cena also got that damn movie contract with all DC.
Yeah, but I'm solely talking about WWE. That's different.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I'm about to say, if he doesn't get anything in merch, he would get that. Like, I don't even understand at this point why John Cena still wrestles. Because
he loves the business. He loves wrestling.
Yeah, he loves the business. But I know the Spider-Man movie contracts that DC and Marvel makes you sign. And he basically, for the rest of his life, he'll be making money off of that.
Yeah. But I can understand where Ryback's coming from. Because I remember there was a period where that dude was red hot. I don't care how people feel about him or his work, but there was a brief period where he was one of the most over acts in that company. And he was so over, there was a brief period where he outsold John Cena merch.
Mm-hmm.
So that was his complaint. Like, he's making millions, and I'm only making $800.
Well, again, facts. He has not only a valid point, but it's also a fact. But also, you should be getting more than him.
I guess, but John is a bigger star. But, who am I to say? And then X-Pac, he says he makes a nice, pretty, payday of the NWO and, DX merch. Of course, there's the video games and the action figures.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody remembers this, but this is a little bit of in my territory of the video games. I think 2K actually bought out the studio that used to make the wrestling video games, because I think at one point they used to do it themselves. They teamed up. I forgot what game company it is. I'm gonna have to look back. We're going back to Know Your Role and stuff like that until it transferred over to 2K, and then a year did the wrestling.
I know there was with Acclaim. Then after Acclaim, it was with THQ. THQ went out of business, so that's when they went to 2K.
Oh, I thought 2K actually acquired THQ.
Oh, they went out of business.
Goodness.
Yeah, that's like, they went out of business. It's interesting, and I hate to go off course, but some people think Sega went out of business. They're not out of business. They still exist, and they still make games. They just haven't made any consoles since Dreamcast in 99.
Exactly.
But yeah, a lot of guys are making a lot of money. Some guys are making very little money at all. And hats off to Vince for being the first company to actually give out royalties.
Yeah.
So he's receiving royalties from WWE and TNA. Now, I don't know how TNA works, but I know Kurt's getting royalties off of TNA. But yeah, those conversations are always interesting to listen to.
Yeah, because I was like, man, he is the first one to get. So shout out to him for being the first company to give out royalties. At least he's not just letting these guys break their body and just saying screw them at the end of it.
Yeah. So apparently, I gotta give congrats to Samoa Joe. So Twisted Metal just got picked up for a second season, so Samoa Joe is gonna return to the show. Of course, he plays the role of Sweet Tooth on the show. And speaking of John Cena is going to return for season 2 of The Peacemaker.
Yay!
That's exactly what I wanted to ask. I wanted to ask about Peacemaker.
So for those who don't know, Peacemaker is a spinoff of the Suicide Squad.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, things are looking up for Joe. I think Joe's actually going to take the title from MJF. Being that MJF has already had the title for over a year.
Hey, so David, do you know when the date is gonna be on that? Golly, I just had it on tip of my tongue.
That I don't know. They haven't released any release dates.
Okay.
All I know is that they've been picked up for a second season. Of course, Twisted Metal airs on the Peacock streaming app, and The Peacemaker airs on the HBO Max streaming app.
Yeah, 'cause I thought Max had an exclusive to DC content.
Yes, they do. Similar to Disney and Marvel. Well, they actually own Marvel to a certain extent.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you talking about Disney owning? I hate that. I think I told my brother about Disney owning Marvel. I really do.
Yeah, you see, that's the thing. It's a misconception with that. Because, Marvel is how can I put this? Marvel is split up into multiple divisions. So you got Marvel Entertainment, Marvel Studios, which is movies and animated cartoons and things of that nature. Then you have a separate side of Marvel that's video games and action figures. And then you have another side of Marvel, which is totally focusing on comics. So,
yeah.
Disney owns everything I just mentioned, with the exception of the comics. That's the only thing Disney does not have over Marvel.
Okay.
So,
ever since Stan Lee died, I was just like,
yeah. In terms of solely the comics, that's still Marvel. But yeah, that's how that works.
I didn't know that. I know they I've been, like I said, I had to get a Disney Plus subscription. My brother know how much I hate Disney. I despise them.
So you do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I had to do what I had to do because I'm a Marvel fan at the end of the day. When Stan Lee alive, strictly Marvel fan. But then after he died, Disney got it. I just went over to DC, and DC is interesting because they'll make you mad. Because they said they comics are always change. These are the only people that will kill off every superhero and restart the universe every time.
Yeah. Marvel sort of did the same thing, but the way they did it was smart because they have multiple universes, which we're seeing on the big screen, come together. So there was one point where one entire universe, everybody dies. And I mean, everybody. So that's being depicted on screen right now in terms of the MCU. So they're sort of going the 2015 Secret Wars route.
Okay.
But of course, Marvel Studios and Disney's going to put their own little spin on things. So everything's not going to go exactly according to the comics. I see it's going to be at least half and half. Which is still good, by the way, so.
Let's bring it back to the wrestling world, if you don't mind, gentlemen.
I'm sorry about that. I took David all the way from you right there. I'm sorry.
But I will say this. I got word on the street. It's going to be official March 8th. March 4th or March 8th? You're trying to see. Let's see. Lord, I forgot the day already. Damn it. March 4th or March 8th, SmackDown's coming back to Dallas, Texas. I'm going to be there. It's going to be good. Now, this time, unlike Raw, it's 2 hours instead of 3 hours. So, when they say 6:30, they mean 6:30.
Yeah.
Doors open at 6:30. Unlike Raw's like, well, maybe when they say 6:30, we mean 6:45. No, this is SmackDown. It's 2 hours. It's 9 o'clock. It's over at 9 o'clock. Those open 6:30. It's open. It starts. Those open at 6:30. So
yeah, I remember going to Raw, and it was like 6:45. Okay.
I'm trying to find the date here. March 8th. Yeah, March 8th. That's a Friday. I'm getting my ticket first thing either February, January, and I'm gonna be there.
I'm sorry.
Yes, sir. So, I was there for Raw last time. It was awesome. They go all out when they come to Dallas.
Yeah, one of my favorite pay-per-views was at that venue, Survivor Series 03.
Ooh, I was so jealous I wasn't here. I was in Louisiana at the time.
Yep. Dallas, Texas hosted Survivor Series 03.
I wish we could host those Survivor
Series.
Now, American Airlines Center, they're good for small pay-per-views like Money in the Bank, Survivor Series, maybe.
Survivor Series is not small.
Huh?
Survivor Series is not a small pay-per-view.
Yeah. Well, like Money in the Bank, perhaps. That'd be nice to have at American Airlines Center.
Or like they had Great Balls of Fire in 2017. I was there.
I was there as well, man. That's a one-time deal too. They never did that again.
Stupid name for a pay-per-view, but here's what it is.
Man,
that was one of the dumbest names they had for a pay-per-view. And they've had some bad ones over the years, but I think that one by far is worse.
The name killed it off, for real. The name did the damage.
Yeah, and I thought the Wrestling Classic was bad, but like I said, they had some bad names over the years.
Well, speaking of names, after Hard to Kill, Impact Wrestling would officially go back to being TNA Wrestling.
Yeah. That's right. And Hard to Kill will take place next month, by the way. It'll be one of the first major pay-per-views of the year, aside from Wrestle Kingdom, one of the first. Of course, I would say the Royal Rumble, but that's not all the way until the end of January.
Mm-hmm. Question is,
the Royal Rumble will take place at Tropicana Theater, home of the Thunderdome.
Speaking of the Rumble, David and Brandon, let's start with you, David. Can Cody Rhodes do it again?
No, he's not winning.
Huh?
No, he's not winning.
What's your opinion, Brandon?
I don't think Cody Rhodes wins it again. Good go.
I don't even think CM Punk is winning.
You know what? I'm willing. David, another video. We gonna talk about that. But I'm willing to venture. CM Punk might not win at all. He might be eliminated, which would be heartbreaking. You can't.
I did just say that still.
Huh?
I did just say that. I don't think he's winning either.
Yeah, that would be heartbreaking. You left for years, came back, and you couldn't cut the mustard.
Well, of course, in pro wrestling, it's not all sunshines and rainbows. So
yeah.
You're not gonna be expected to have a happy ending.
Oh yeah. There's a possibility.
I'm also expecting some surprises. So It's going to be interesting to see what happens with the Royal Rumble.
And the possibility of Rey Mysterio one more time. Last time he won the Royal Rumble, 2006. Perhaps.
If he's back in time.
Yeah. Then you got Dominic Mysterio. It might come down to it. I would love it if it's not going to happen, but it'd be cool if it came down to father and son at the Royal Rumble.
That could happen.
How cool would that be? I mean, what better way? I mean, come on, like you and your son get to fight each other and get paid for it. Mm-hmm. You whip each other's ass and get paid for it.
I do think AJ Styles will be back in time. He's been out with an injury. Mm-hmm. So I think he'll be back in time for the Rumble.
Maybe a few surprises from NXT, some debuts, some returns, maybe call-ups. Anything can happen in the Royal Rumble match.
Speaking of NXT, Shawn already revealed that Carmelo Hayes is NXT superstar is going to be participating in the United States title tournament.
And your current champion, by the way, is Logan Paul.
Yep, the winner of the tournament will face Logan Paul.
I love how the crowd was sitting at NXT Deadline. That's how you're supposed to do it. They went back. They went right back to what they had it that long after that. Like, damn it, come on now.
The way Trick Williams won that Iron Survivor match I was like, what? He's losing.
Yeah. I don't like NXT. I said it before. I'll say it again. I don't like NXT for the petty reasons, you know.
I will say this. NXT 2.0 is better now than when it started.
Yeah.
I still prefer the black and gold, but I gotta be honest.
Oh, yeah. Definitely prefer black and gold.
No, I'm talking about 2.0 being better than when it... 2.0 is better now than it was when it started. Mm-hmm. Remember, when 2.0 started, Vince was still there and in charge. He's the reason there's no more black and gold. He took it from Triple H and turned it into 2.0. And ever since Vince has been gone, Shawn's been running.
Mm-hmm. Shawn Michaels said this.
I will say he's gotten better.
I'm a little petty. I don't like nothing about NXT 2.0. I don't like the way the crowd sit. I don't like the set design. I don't like none of that.
I don't like it neither. But
say again, Brandon?
I don't like it neither, but I still think it's better than what it was when it started.
Say again, Brandon?
So it sounds like you're a little big bias, brother.
Hey, one more time. I can hear you. Say it one more time.
Sounds like you're a little bit biased.
Yeah, it's just petty for me. Like, I don't like the way the crowd is sitting around the ring. I don't like that. I know that's how the building is designed. I don't like that. And
what can you do, right?
What can they get right? That's exactly what I was thinking. What can they get right?
Have it like they used to black and gold.
I think it's far past that, so they might as well just stay the way they are now. Like I said seconds ago, it's better now than what it was when it started.
Then again, the Performance Center is a gym, so I understand.
Part of that is because of old HBK and the people working with him.
That's sad.
And even though I know Triple H is tied up with all the Raw and SmackDown stuff, he still partakes in NXT as well, every now and then.
My favorite Survivor Series was NXT versus Raw versus SmackDown 2019.
That was one of the best ones they had in a long time.
Oh, yeah.
2019. I was just watching that over not too long ago.
That was the best one they had.
That was the best one they had in years. Like I said, since 2003. But 06 wasn't too bad. I'm not going to say 06 was terrible. It was decent.
I think 2019 was the best year they had in 2019. That was financially, That was a good year for WWE.
I am going to give 2020 a pass because it was the start of COVID.
Yeah.
So we was in our first year. So all those like early WWE pay-per-views, I'm going to give sort of a pass. They did the best they could what they had.
Man, 2020 was a hot miss. I mean, I remember when COVID got serious.
Everything was a hot mess.
I remember COVID got serious. I remember where I was. I was at church that night, that morning, and then the next Sunday I was getting ready to go to church, and I was going to a church called Crossroads of Life. I get an alert. Don't come over here, we close. Okay, but I can go to church, go to the movies. I go to the movies, they close. Everything starts shutting down bit by bit. Wrestling's only salvation, if you will.
Hey, we almost didn't have wrestling.
Oh, wrestling was a life support.
Hats off to Vince. He found a way to make that work.
Oh, yeah. And everybody else followed suit.
Yeah.
They saw how Vince did it. Okay, that's how you're supposed to do it. Okay, let's do it that way.
And it's funny because the same people complained about Vince doing it, and then the same people that complained would go on to do the same thing. Mm-hmm. My thing was, he shouldn't be complaining. He's giving us entertainment. He's giving us something to watch and something to do to take our mind off of what's going on in the world. Just like he did with 9/11. Mm-hmm. The very first live show after post 9/11 was a WWE show. And that was his mindset then. And if he was still doing this shit now, it would be his mindset now. He will find a way. And we still have WrestleMania, despite no crowd.
And I will say this: nobody's fault because of situations, but that kind of sucked.
And it was more than one night on top of that, which made it more impressive. Yeah. We didn't just get WrestleMania; we got 2 nights. Yeah.
That was the first time. In fact, as 2019, that was the last night of a one-night WrestleMania. 2019.
Yeah, I'm hoping they go back to one night. I don't like the 2-night stuff, but I will say this. WrestleMania being 2 nights, it has been beneficial to some people. Mm-hmm. Some people have the opportunity to main event the show and go on last. Now, if WrestleMania hadn't been 2 nights, guys like the Usos, Kevin Owens, even the females, Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair, they probably wouldn't have had going on last if WrestleMania wasn't 2 nights. So I'll say that. That's the only positive for WrestleMania being 2 nights. I did feel bad for Rhea Ripley. Of course, earlier this year, WrestleMania 39, Rhea Ripley and Charlotte was originally supposed to be the last match for night 1. That was canceled and replaced. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the Usos would go on to be the last match. It sucks for her, but it was good for them. Kevin Owens, he was already on last against Steve Austin. So he already been there. Yeah. But it sucked for Rhea, but it was good for the Usos and Sami Zayn.
Well, yeah, my brother Brandon got a dip. So much love, brother. Thank you for being on the show. David, we got to wrap it up anyway. We squeeze all the stuff out of this we can. I want to appreciate David Bird being on because it's not easy booking this brother. He's all over the place. Well, much love for you when you're here. Have a great day. Have a great night, everybody. Happy Hanukkah to you. Enjoy your week. We'll see you next time on Wrestle Tracks.